We will now sit down with Scott, the founder of the recently launched 4Q Cawfee, a New York coffee brand brewing a serious attitude and delivering a vital message. Welcome to the show, Scott.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Welcome. So good to have you here.
Thank you.
Excited to hear all about this.
I know. 4Q. So let's talk about this brand and what it stands for.
So let's start what it says, right? It is like it sounds, right? If you're an unapologetic New Yorker and you say 4Q like a New Yorker, it's 4Q, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the brand is, right? That's what the brand is built around. It's the unapologetic New Yorker. It's about camaraderie. It's about brotherhood. It's about we are tough as nails, we're strong, and we're here to stay.
Well, so wait a second.
Yeah.
The explosive. How did you actually say, this is the name that I want to call it?
Well, you know what? You ever see like a red light and it turns green in New York, and before you can get your foot from the brake to the gas?
What happened today in New Jersey?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get the
so-
horn.
It's like, you know what do you want to do? You wanna,
Exactly. It just turned.
So that's where it arrived from. And it's like, how can I use that language and make it shelf-friendly, internet-friendly, kid-friendly?
Yeah.
You open the box, it might be a little different story.
Yeah.
But from what you see on the outside, it's exactly what it is.
So you're a firefighter.
I am.
Yeah. And so how did this come about? I mean, what inspired you to do this?
So I grew up around the food service industry. Both of my grandparents were in food production. One side of the family was in chocolate and confections. One side of the family was in coffee manufacturing many, many moons ago. And anyone in law enforcement, veterans, firefighters, first responders know that your life revolves around coffee. It's what keeps you going.
What keeps you going and long hours,
Every conversation is over coffee. You're having a long shift, it's like, hey, let's meet for a cup of coffee downstairs in the rec room. And I wanted to utilize something that everyone can relate to. And I'm pretty confident that almost everyone drinks some form of coffee, whether it's regular or decaf, people are coffee drinkers.
So, Scott, let's talk about the coffee. Now I understand where it came from, your background of bringing all this together, but tell us more about the essence of it.
So my thing with anything that I go to do in life is about the quality, right? And I wanted to put something out that wasn't just cute branding, because I say all the time, and we've learned this through our sales models, is that people come for the attitude, but they stay for the coffee.
Yeah.
It's fact at this point. And what we've done actually is that most K-cups that you'll find on the shelves only have 10 grams of coffee. But the cups can actually hold more coffee than that. So we actually put 13 grams of coffee.
So you fill it up.
We do. You get your full caffeine blast, you get the full flavor. The coffee itself is actually a very well-balanced blend of excellent beans that we've sourced from all over the globe. And we found the right roast and right blends and right colors, they call it, when you're roasting, where it doesn't taste burnt and over-roasted.
Yeah.
Doesn't taste under roast like a watery, just, I think it's flavored water at this point.
There is that.
You really get a nice bold cup
It's
of
bold.
coffee.
I like it a lot. I've really enjoyed it.
I'm glad
Well,
you
and the
did.
vanilla smells just, I mean, it takes over. It's so incredible. How many cups of coffee do you think, on average, you drink a day?
I drink too many. I start my,
Is that why we have more, we now have the ability to have more cups out of it?
yeah, well, listen, that's how things evolve, right? I start my day with 3 cups of coffee, just out of the gate.
Yeah.
Throughout the day, I probably have another 3 to 5.
Okay.
But by 5 o'clock, I try and stop with the coffee.
Yeah. So let's talk about coffee. I mean, you're talking about you wanted to do something that was meaningful, right? And something that you felt like it was already a part of your life. Right? So, but how did you come up with the idea, move forward with it? And I mean, like, that's a real inspiration to so many people out there, because we all,
for sure.
right, because we have these ideas. And I mean, you're a firefighter, you're giving back already, and now you're taking the time to actually go after this dream that you've come up with. Like, where did that come from, and how did you move forward?
It's a great question, and there have been so many times in my lives where we've come up with great ideas and never execute them, and then someone else does, or you see it on the shelves, or you see it on TV and you go, I spoke about that. I thought of that. Why didn't I just do it? Got to a point in my life now where after being in the fire department since 1999 and being around a lot of guys and girls who are in law enforcement, veterans and first responders, and you just have this just do it mentality, right?
Yeah.
And that's how you're trained. You get to a call, you can't first think, all right, what are we going to do here? You know, you have to act and act quickly.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm
great
at now
point.
with these kind of products and things that I've decided to do. I said, again, 12, 16-hour tours, overnights, rain, snow.
Yeah.
Coffee keeps you going.
Yeah.
And having the history in the family lineage, I said, what do I know better than that?
Right. And I love the mindset part of it too, right?
Well, I was going to say, not only are you an entrepreneur in the coffee business, you're also in the mindset business. And I think, do you feel that that's why so many people around, not just in New York, but around the world now are starting to say, I need this coffee for two reasons?
Funny you say that. We were looking at our shipping schedule yesterday and the demographics of where the orders are coming from, and then the follow-up that we do to find out about it, is that there are so many people in the same mindset that are just all over the place that need to be brought together. And coincidentally enough, ironically enough, this is bringing those people together. I'm baffled by it. From Arizona, Colorado, West Virginia, Washington. I honestly thought that in the beginning it was going to be really a tri-state focused model.
Yeah.
And
it's
actually
expanding.
Exactly.
You're
That's
the connection
wonderful.
coffee.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think
Yeah.
that's wonderful.
Bridging people together. You know, on our website it actually says, you know, a country divided, coffee united. We get it.
Oh, I like that.
So-
I like that. Well, you also are really making an impact through 4Q. Can you share with us about that?
Right, so we have a program called the Nominated Hero Program where we encourage people to go to our website, 4qcoffee.com, go to the Nominated Hero section, and fill out the form about someone who's a hero in your life. Could be a first responder, it could be a veteran, could be a law enforcement officer, a firefighter, whatever it might be. Write an excerpt about them, and then we go ahead and we send that person a surprise box of coffee, merch, and we actually include the letter that the person submitted so they can see that someone actually knows about them,
Wow.
respects them, loves them, and cares about them, and appreciates
That's
them more
awesome.
than anything.
So where can we find 4Q? I mean, anywhere, right?
Well, that's what's happening now,
You can
right?
get it
So it
anywhere
started
now.
out on our website, of course, and then it expanded to some of the social media platforms, and now it's on Amazon, and it's on Walmart.com, and soon to bring in some brick and mortars. But right now, it's all on all different online platforms.
Brick and mortars too? How
It's exciting.
That is fantastic. Well, I'm so happy for you.
I appreciate
really
it.
And I look
Exciting
forward
times.
to, we look forward to having you back on the show and talking more about 4Q.
I look forward to that also. There's a lot of things that we're launching and rolling out over the next several months that will be exciting to discuss.
Give
right
us
here with you
one
guys.
quick, little tidbit. What's one that's happening?
Well, one, obviously, we're a big pro law enforcement veteran, run and owned and operated company, and with Memorial Day and July 4th and Veterans Day all coming down the pipeline, we have a lot of things rolling out in honor of those people.
Well, we look forward to talking about it more. So thank you again, and thank you
Thanks,
for
Scott.
4Q.
Thank you. Thank you both for having me. I appreciate it.
When we come back, we will meet the dynamic duo of best friends, Rebecca Johnson